Miss Nikki will be reading Grover Learns to Read. Oh, this is such a touching story. It's a part of it is about the love of a child to a parent and the parent to the child. The book is by Dan Elliott, illustrated by Norman Chartier, featuring Jim Henson's Sesame Street Muppets. Grover Learns to Read. Oh, there's Grover. Oh, is that Grover's mom and Grover in bed? Grover was happy. He was in his cozy bed, and his mother was reading a bedtime story to him. And they lived happily ever after. The end, read Grover's mother. Then she tucked Grover in. Soon you will be reading books all by yourself, she said. Just think, my little Grover in school and learning to read. She kissed him good night and said, sleep tight. Oh, why does Grover look a little worried, a little pensive? But Grover did not sleep tight. He tossed and turned. Read books all by myself, he said to his pillow. I want my mommy to read to me. Is that why he's sad? He's thinking if he reads, his mom will stop reading to him? The next day in school, Grover's teacher wrote some words on the blackboard. Who can read this? Asked the teacher. Me, Grover said, and he read the words out loud. Very good, the teacher said. Grover sang all the way home. I, Grover, am so smart. Mommy will be so proud. I, Grover, can read out loud. Suddenly, he stopped singing. But I do not want to read out loud. I want Mommy to read to me and tuck me in and kiss me good night. From now on, I will try not to learn to read. Oh, he looks conflicted. He looks like he's not sure. Should he read? Should he not read? He's decided here that he doesn't want to read. When Grover got home, his mother gave him some milk and cookies. How was school? She asked. Did you have a reading lesson? Grover said, yes. Good, said his mother. And what did you learn? Grover thought about it. Nothing, he said. Oh my, nothing at all? Asked his mother. Grover did not answer. Ooh, his mom looks worried. Grover looks unsure of himself. We know why, right? He wasn't telling the truth. That night, Grover's mother read his favorite story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Grover was able to read some of the words himself. Oh, he wanted to tell her, but he said nothing. Oh. They look like they love each other, don't they? And every day after school, when his mother asked him, "What did you learn in school today?" Grover said, "Nothing." Then he would say, "Read me a story, Mommy." His mother would smile and say, "In a minute," as she always did, read him a story. But sometimes it was a very long minute. I wonder what she's doing here. One day after school, Grover was playing in the park. Betty Lou came running up. "Grover, do me a favor," she said. "I have to take these books back to the library. Will you watch my baby sister? I'll be back in a minute." "Yes, I, Grover, the baby sitter, will be happy to watch your baby sister," he said. Betty Lou left, and the baby started to cry. Grover tried to make the baby stop crying. He stood on his head. He made funny faces, but the baby just screamed louder and louder. Oh, no. "Oh, dear, where is Betty Lou? This is a very long minute," he said. The baby picked up Grover's book and put it in her mouth. "No," said Grover. "Books are not for eating. Books are for reading. I, Grover, will show you." He opened the book and began to read. "Once upon a time," read Grover. The baby stopped crying. She crawled into Grover's lap and smiled. Soon Betty Lou came back. "Thanks a lot, Grover," she said. It was nothing," he said happily. Grover ran home to tell his mother, "Mommy, I read a story to Betty Lou's baby sister. She sat in my lap, just like I sit in yours." His mother smiled. "Grover, I did not know you learned how to read." And she gave him a big hug. "Yes, I am a super reader," he said. "That is wonderful," said Grover's mother. "No, it is not," he said sadly. "Now you will stop reading to me." Grover's mother looked surprised. "Why, I love reading to you, and I always will. But now you can read to me too sometimes." "Oh, Mommy," Grover said happily, "that's a great idea." And he opened up a book and read a story to her right then. Oh, she's crying. She's so happy. She's crying. That night, after Grover's mother read him a story and tucked him in, she said, "Let's go to the library tomorrow. It's time for you to get a library card." Then she kissed him good night and said, "Sleep tight." And that is just what he did. Look at the love they have for each other. Oh. The next day, Grover got his very own library card. He borrowed 6 wonderful books. The librarian waved goodbye. "Enjoy your books," she said. And Grover did. The end. And those are the Sesame Street friends. Oh, what a touching story. It makes Miss Nikki think of her children and the times that I've read to them.